All right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Mamav. Double honors to elders, apostles, Jim, Messer, shalom to Akim and Aqua, for me, that's speaking the truth, sincerity. Coming with you with the continuation of Daniel 8. So we already got 5 and 6. So let's go ahead and continue on. And it says, and I saw him come close unto the ram, that he was moved with choler against him. Oh, well, 6 and 7 as well, Salakia. Verse 8, therefore that the he-goat waxed very great, and he was strong, the great horn was broken, for it came up 4 notable ones towards the 4 winds to heaven. So at the peak of Alexander's power, at the peak of Alexander's power, he died, right? And that happened in 3. Let's see. Right. And that happened in 323 BC. Let me see. Let me go ahead and get this. So it said, due to the demand of homesick troops, he eventually turned back at the Beas River and later died in 323 BC in Babylon, the city of Mesopotamia that he had planned to establish his empire's capital. Alexander's death left unexecuted an additional series of planned military attacks. In the years following his death, a series of civil wars broke out against Macedon. Eventually leading to the disintegration at the hands of the Diadochi, right? So the Diadochi, Lysimachus, Ptolemy, Seleucid, and Cassander, right? So we got that, kind of already got that in Daniel 7. Daniel 7 portion, how they came, or how Antigonus is no longer how it wasn't Antigonus, and Antigonus died, right? So those was the 4 notable ones that came up after Alexander's death. All right, where was I? Okay, 4 winds towards the 4 winds of heaven, right? So the 4 notable ones, and it says out of one of them came forth a little horn which waxed exceedingly great toward the south and toward the east and towards the pleasant land. So man, it says that little horn. So that little horn being what? Out of the Seleucid Empire, coming Antiochus, this guy right here, right? So out of the Seleucid Empire, bred this Edomite. So this Antiochus the 4th Epiphanes was a Greek Hellenistic king who ruled Seleucid Empire from 175, which is an important date, until his death in 164. He was a son king Antiochus the third. Originally named Mithridates, he assumed the name Antiochus after he ascended the throne. Notable events during Antiochus' reign include his near conquest of Ptolemaic Egypt, his persecution of the Jews of Judea and Samaria. So we're going to touch on that in a couple more verses, and the rebellion of the Jewish Maccabees. I'm also going to precept to get those as well. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Kind, man. You know, the stars being the children of Israel. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of sanctuary was cast down, man. Let me see. All right, so this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse I'm gonna start at verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, everyone in his place, the Diadochi. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. You know, the Hellenistic period, went rampant. And it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Right? So, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go down and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. So this device pleased them. So man, Jake said, man, they ran unto him, man. Running down to Egypt for help. Right? He said, wicked men. He said they persuaded many, man. It says, so this device pleased them well. So it pleased them. They forsook the law of the Lord, and they went to go follow after Antiochus and his host. It says, then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, man. So they gave them license, man. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. So according to the customs of the heathen, man, exercising the heathen, the heathenistic, how Esau do it. It's paganism. It says, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Come on, and not doing the Lord's, not establishing themselves in the Lord, but establishing themselves in the way of the heathen, in the way of Antiochus, to get some type of acceptance. Right? Wicked men, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he therefore thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion over 2 realms. So I think let me see. Actually, I'm gonna save that. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for the next one. So this is Daniel 8 and 10, 11. It says, and yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of sanctuary was cast down. 175 BC is when he came into office. He established himself as the ruler at that time. And the host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and they cast down the truth to the ground, and they practiced and prospered. God. So I'm gonna end it there, and then next lesson I'm gonna go to it more in depth, and I'm gonna get a little bit more of First Maccabees as well, just to back it up. Precept upon precept as well. But I hope this lesson was edifying to those that's out there. With the water to everybody that's been watching my lessons. And Shalom.